Welcome to the Coach and Crew Show, where those who've been following us on the Burgundy and Gold Report all season long know that this is now time to talk team nicknames. So before we get into that and go into our thoughts and analysis, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe buttons. Subscribe, you can just hit the little icon in the bottom corner of your screen right now, and you can subscribe to us. That way, you get instant access to all and notifications to all of our videos that we release throughout the year, not just for Washington, but all the other sports teams and WWE, which we cover. So, thank you for doing that. All right, Devin, Phil, and myself all season long have been going over the goods, the bads, and sometimes, yes, even the uglies of Washington football. This is at least now a fun conversation that will get subjective, but at least we'll bring closure to it on 2/2/22, where the Washington football team will be no more. They'll finally have a true nickname, and I believe there's about 10 finalists to choose from, none of which they said in that video released out 9 days ago will be the Red Wolves because of trademark laws and lawyerisms. So we're each going to go through and share our thoughts. I'll go first since because I'm talking. My thought is this. When I watched that video, they spent a good amount of chunk change talking about history and tradition and Redskins and Joe Gibbs and all that kind of good stuff. I'm putting that into the back of my mind of where they want to go with it. They also released a sneak peek of part of the jersey, and as a team, they showed the three stars across. I guess it's the right around the collar area is my guess of where it's going to be. It really wasn't so clear where it's going to be specifically located. A lot of people have their theories about that. I think those three stars represent the DMV area of Washington, D.C., because if you look at the Washington, D.C. flag, it simply just has those three stars on it as well. So I think it's a tribute to the DMV area. Therefore, it is my thoughts based off of just that video, my own personal wanting, and watch me be wrong, I'm sure of that. Washington will be known as the Red Hogs, and that's where I'm hoping for. So there we have it. I'm thinking the Washington Red Hogs. I'm all in. I'm sure I'll lose. I'm sure I'm wrong, but I'm sticking with my thoughts and hoping for the Red Hogs. All right, Phil, I know how you feel about nicknames. So let's hear your take on this whole story of the nickname situation.
All right, the three stars are obviously referring to the three Super Bowl championships. Just like Europeans do in soccer or any soccer club, when you win a championship, you get a star.
I'm going to interrupt right now. Those on screen see me bowing down. Oh my God, Phil, phenomenal tribute. I didn't even think of that. Great job. Please continue.
Well, that's my take on the stars, and it's by far my favorite thing because as soon as Atlanta United won theirs, I had to go out and get the new kit that had the star on it. The star is important. It really is. And it does refer back to the past because everything good that's ever happened to this franchise is from the past. It's not from the present, and it's not going to the future. And the past 25 years have been hell. So it's the previous 25 years before that. It's the 1980s. It's the 1990s, early 1990s. That was the tribute to it. I saw the unis that kind of remind me a lot of the University of Minnesota Golden Gophers. So, I'm not a big fan of having numbers that aren't white because I'm old. It's hard to see them. My favorite college team has gold numbers. It sucks. It's really hard to pick them up from the stands and from TV. My favorite Major League Soccer program on their away jerseys, their letters are gold. It's almost impossible to see them on a white background. It's not a good look. It really isn't to have any number other than a white number. It's the same when you look at the worst uniforms in NFL, the Lions with those silver numbers, they suck. And it's the same with the Raiders when they have their silver numbers. They suck. So I'm kind of down on that. I was really hoping that they went very retro, went with more of a Patriot stripes on the shoulder pads, something like that. We'll know it when we see it. I'm glad they're keeping the colors, though. I just wish they would have white numbers and letters on there. I would have hoped that they would have had black in there as more of a highlight color. But that's all they've released. As far as names go, I could really give a damn about the nickname. All right. It doesn't matter. I'm going to hate it no matter what. And I reserve the right to hate it no matter what. All right. I don't care if it's commanders. I don't care if it's admiral or admirals. I don't care if it's brigade. I don't care if it's the Red Brigade. It might as well be Red Brigade because they're in D.C. as a bunch of freaking communists up there anyway. So they can call it the Red Brigade. I don't care. They'll always be the Redskins until the day I die. Bottom line. They can call themselves whatever they want, but when you see my sign in the background, it's Redskins. When I talk about them, I'm a Skins fan. That's the way it's going to be. If they want to do it something else, hey, let Dan Snyder move the team and get them a expansion team there. Call it whatever in the heck they want to call it. They can call them the DMVs. Don't care.
All right. Several takeaways to Phil's analysis. I expected to hear exactly what I heard the final 30 to 45 seconds about the nickname, and I knew that was coming. I just thought he was going to do that at the front end. Everything leading up to that, Phil, I'm bowing down. I would have never thought of the 3 stars representing the Super Bowls. Shame on me for not thinking Major League Soccer, European football, all that kind of good stuff. And yes, piggybacking on the jerseys, and I love the meaning of jerseys and the colors behind the teams. But you are right. Us old people need the whites. So we'll see. And we're going to talk a minute about one of the alternate colors you briefly brought up. But we'll let Devin go first. Devin, your turn on your thought process of the branding.
This right here needs to be the nickname. Right here. I'm just kidding. But so
I'm not.
It's nothing we can do about it at this point. It's already gone. It's going to be another name. So I love the Red Hogs, but I personally don't feel like the organization would go towards that way. And then with the Commanders, why would it be in the video? People get paid thousands of dollars to make that video and not show the name. So then that throws me off of that. And personally, I feel like knowing our team that they're going to mess it up in some way, somehow, and they're just going to go simple like the Admirals. And I personally don't like it, but like Phil said, they're always going to be the Redskins. They're always going to be Washington football team. It is what it is. But hey, I'm excited for a new change. And I love the jerseys, actually. I know y'all can't see them well, but I love them.
Well, that's a 20-year difference right there. What's the running joke? The team that's had, 2.5 years or 2 years to come up with this biggest sports rebranding in history is the same program that screwed up the Sean Taylor tribute. So I think there's a joke in there somewhere that I know I'm not executing correctly. All right. With that said, one final topic, just real quick.
Wait a second. Do we have any confidence in the powers that be that run the Washington football team to do anything correctly? I don't.
You put 10 people in the room, I trust one of them.
I don't trust any of them. I know they're going to screw it up.
So it's going to be what's going to be. Like
might
Devin
as well
said,
have George Costanza running that show.
But at least they'll be cotton uniforms and they feel comfortable.
There you go.
For those that weren't around when Seinfeld was around, great episode. Anyway, the video also did a sneak peek where we have a black alternate helmet with black face mask, which I kind of like. Nicknames aside, do you already like how they're already creating an alternate look as well? Since we've been one of the teams that's always had a primary and that's it. And now we're going to have multiple helmets.
Did you see what the NFL tried to do to us with the color rush? I mean, literally, that's the only thing Bruce Allen ever did right in his leadership of Washington in 10 years. He saw the color rush uniforms from the NFL, looked at them and said, oh, no, hell no. And we never wore them. We never sold them. We didn't do anything. There were those yellow highlighter uniforms with the red numbers. They sucked.
Yeah, it was Ronald McDonald yellow on yellow.
Exactly. They sucked. And the NFL really tried to screw us hard on that one with no KY. And Bruce Allen told them to get bent. best thing Bruce Allen ever did. Matter of fact, probably the only good thing Bruce Allen ever did.
Devin, I'm sure you're loving the alternate look.
Yeah, I think all black looks clean. Definitely, if you have yellow in there. I mean, we may come out looking like the Steelers, but I think all black uniform is.
There's nothing wrong with the Steelers. They can Washington Steelers. I think that would be fine. The federal government steals money from my paycheck every 2 weeks. It works. It fits. It fits the program right there. The Washington Steelers. I could get into that.
And
we automatically get a winning tradition.
And just so we're not doing name infringements, theirs is STEEL, ours is STEAL. So
exactly.
There you go.
We're not iron. We're thieves. I like it. I love it. Let's go with it.
I mean, in our theme song, would they be smiling in your face every time they just want to take your place? The backstabbers.
Yeah, there you go. And we're going to be different from the Steelers. We're going to put logos on both sides of the helmet. We're going to spend that extra 50 cents, and we're going all the way.
All right, people. February 2nd, they haven't announced a release time yet, but I would assume it would be closer to 8 or 9 a.m. than 8 or 9 p.m., just so they get the whole full day of media coverage to cover it. So February 2nd, Punxsutawney Phil decides if winter continues or not, and then we find out the nickname. Please continue to like our show, subscribe to our show, comment away what your thoughts of this nickname is going to be as well. We'll reply to it. We'll banter with you if you'd like. If you want to hate away, that's fine. We get hate all the time. But either way, we got you to watch it. So thank you. Anyway, check us out, coachandcrewshow.com. Thank you for watching this edition of the Coach and Crew Show. We hope you enjoyed this video, and we hope you enjoy all of our videos. Please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, as well as hitting the little bell in the corner to get all of our notifications. You can click on our logo as well to subscribe to it. And if you really like it, share it with your friends, and please leave a comment. Thank you for watching.